Welcome, everyone. Join us as we explore the myth, the music, and the legacies surrounding Argentina's iconic First Lady, Eva Perón, in Evita. Evita is a musical with music by Andrew Lloyd Webber and lyrics by Tim Rice. The story centers on the life of Argentine political leader Eva Perón, from her rise to power, her charity work, and ultimately her death. Traveling late to a meal one night in 1973, Rice heard the end of a radio show about Eva Perón, which intrigued him. As a child stamp collector, he had been fascinated by her image on the Argentine stamps, but was unaware of the significance in Argentina's history. He began research and was introduced by a Cinema International Corporation executive to the Argentine film director Carlos Piscini Hansen, who had produced the TV film Queen of Hearts. The more Rice investigated Eva Perón, the more fascinated he became by who she was, even going as far as to naming his first daughter after her. Now, the musical began as a rock opera concept album released in 1976. Once the recording was released, Weber had sent a copy to the renowned American director Harold Prince and invited him to become involved with the eventual staging. After some reworking and eliminating songs, the show would officially open in the West End's Prince Edward Theatre in June of 1978, running for 3,176 performances. The cast starred singer and actress Elaine Page, singer and songwriter David Essex, film, radio, and television actor Joss Ackland, Irish television and stage actress Siobhan McCarthy, and British stage actress Catherine Evans. Now, the Sunday Times wrote, "The show is quite marvelous. Weber's score is ambitious and an unparalleled fusion of 20th century musical experience." Now, the set was minimal, with a scaffolded balcony running along the back and sides of the stage and images projected onto a screen above, as well as Madame Tussauds producing a wax figurine of Ava based on Elaine Page for the coffin during the funeral scene at the beginning of the show. The proscenium was flanked by artwork depicting the struggles of the Argentine peasants, as well as the costumes being purchased from second-hand clothing shops instead of the basic melochromatic costumes. Now, the Broadway production would open at the Broadway Theater in September of 1979, running for 1,567 performances, starring three-time Tony Award winner Patti LuPone, three-time Tony Award nominee Mandy Patinkin, and The Shawshank Redemption's warden, Bob Gunton. By April of 1980, a production would open at the Adelaide Festival Theatre in Australia, starring American-born Australian actor John O'May, Australian actor Peter Carroll, and Spanish-Australian actor and singer Tony Alvarez. Between 1980 and 1986, the musical would open in Madrid, Mexico, and Brazil, and by June of 2006, the first major London production of Evita, since the original 20 years earlier, opened at the Adelphi Theatre, starring Olivier Award-winning Argentine actress Elena Roger and Australian bass baritone Philip Quast. Now, the production opened to very positive reviews, but ticket sales were slow, which resulted in its final closure after less than a year. To back up a bit, Evita would actually come to the big screen in 1996, starring singer-songwriter and the queen of pop herself, Madonna, Spanish actor and director Antonio Banderas, and two-time Tony Award winner Jonathan Pryce. The film was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, winning only one for Best Original Song. In 2012, a Broadway revival would open at the Marquis Theatre, running for 337 performances, and starring Elena Roger, reprising her role as Evita from the 2006 London production, Puerto Rican singer-songwriter Ricky Martin, two-time Tony Award winner Michael Cerveris, stage and screen actor Max von Essen, and season 3 X Factor contestant Rachel Potter. Now, by August of 2023, an all-star West End concert was performed at the Theatre Royal, starring the voice of Disney's Moana, Ali Cravalho, I probably screwed that up, Matt Rawle, and Jeremy Sacombe. The concert featured a 30-piece orchestra and was produced by Fourth Wall Live and the London Musical Theatre Orchestra. All right, gang, that's it. Join us again soon for another thought-provoking exploration of musicals and the stories they tell. Until then, remember, music has the power to tell compelling stories, evoke emotions, and spark conversation. Was Ava Perón a champion of the poor or a cunning manipulator? Did she truly love Juan Perón, or was their relationship a calculated alliance? Ava Perón's legacy continues to resonate, waiting to be understood and debated.